follow my motion. So, yeah. So what we're dealing with is, you know, a couple potential, just very mild strains. One on the major adductor, and then looks like your hip flexor is a little bit bothered up. So I'm just going to run through a couple basics that typically work for people. You know, I'll give you the reps and sets as I do them, but I'm just going to show you an example of it, just a couple of them. So let me take these off. Love YouTube, it's just free.
Yeah. Seriously, right?
So good. All right, so yeah, I'd start with some basic pull work. You know, I like to do a couple of things that just open this area up. Once again, use your discretion. If it feels bothersome and continues to get more bothersome the more you do them, stop.
Okay.
If it feels bothersome and then it starts to feel better, keep going.
Okay.
So to begin with, I would just start with some hinge regressions. So you're going to be in a kneeling position. You can use a pull. I just like cues or not, if you feel confident enough. But what I do is toes under the heels, and you're going to bend your body as far forward as possible while trying to drag your butt down towards your heels.
Okay.
Once you get into that relaxed position, use your glutes to engage upwards, feel an openness to the outside of the hips. So once again, you're going to come down, come up. Place you're going to feel this. You're going to feel your glutes activating, and you're going to feel an openness through the inside of the thighs. Conversely, then you're going to go into doing the regressions just with one leg. So your right leg, the one that's affected, is going to be outwards in the lunge position. I want you to hinge just through the left leg, coming backwards, feeling an opening through the inner thigh. Okay?
Yep.
And once again, using the glute to raise up. And then one more. Outwards, hinge back, open. Once again, just feeling motion. This isn't exactly like, you know, you're not going to feel a lot. You're just going to feel movement.
Okay.
So you're not feeling a stretch so much. So those are just three motions I would go through. Use a pull if you need, or you could just, obviously, if you feel confident enough, you could just hinge. If you feel like you're keeping your head and your back in a straight line.
Okay.
Same thing. And then same thing. Okay. From there, so I would do all those. I would do like 2 sets of 10 to 15, and I would run through the set of 3, and
start again.
And then repeat them. Yeah. If you got a roller, a really handy 2 things you could do with this. Once again, I would do 2 sets of 15. So I would get into that inner thigh. This kind of looks weird in the gym, but
I have a roll.
Going on the thigh and rolling towards the inner groin as you provide some kind of a distraction. So I'm actually actively trying to force my leg down towards the floor and out.
Okay.
As I'm bringing the roller in and allowing my body weight to drop on it. So I would hit here, and then I'd also hit right in the front on the flexor.
Okay.
You can add a little bit of a little spice to this if you want to bring your knee up and then engage your glute as you come forward. Okay, so once again, 2 sets of 15 on each of those is good. The third one I do on this, put the roller right on your butt. It's going to be used as a lever. Hand goes up and allow your, what I'm doing is I'm engaging my glute and then dragging my leg down. It doesn't look like I'm doing a lot, but you see how, you know, my pelvis shifts. So I'm active now, my glute's engaged, I'm letting my leg drag down, and then I'm sliding it outwards.
Okay.
This is probably the one you're going to feel the most. So you're going to feel like a major pull as you do it.
Okay.
So toe out, leg out, and I'm pulling downwards. 2 sets of 15.
Okay.
And the third one, or lastly, I'll get into like a 4-point stance. On the email, I'll give you a couple other suggestions too.
Okay.
Bear crawls are really good for like resetting this too, if they don't feel too nasty. But what I'm doing, 4-point stance. I'm gonna rotate my my toes outwards. Okay?
Okay.
Same thing, trying to keep my body as straight as possible. Driving my hips down. Because I've been sitting a lot today. This is not great. But I'm just, right now what I'm doing, so if I were to show you, I'm basically just, I'm doing this motion, but I'm just doing it nice and slow. I'm allowing my hips to drop, and I'm trying to keep my body straight. And as I do so, I'm getting an openness through the inside of the thighs.
Okay.
1 to 2 sets of 15 of those too. And that'll do it. I mean,
Okay.
try those for a couple days and see if it helps.